Hello and how are guys? Welcome back to a brand new music review. Today we are doing something a little bit different. Before I've explained that we have two versions of getting songs on the review channel. We have the K-pop requests in the Discord server, or the album requests in the Discord server at the moment. But we also have, alongside the Discord server requests, I have a list of liked songs that I've been added to for the past 5 years, and we're working from the oldest song added upwards, which is why we've been reviewing Ice Cube. I've now added a third one with today's, which was I was going to be going through the top 40 of the day I was born, May 16th, 1998, and I was going to go through each artist's the single that was top of the single that's in the top 40 of that day, and go through the albums that they're from, and obviously the artists as well after that point. And unfortunately, on the day I was born, May 16th, 1998, the UK Top 40's number one was Turn Back Time by Aqua, which I did not expect. It was completely random, which means we are now today reviewing Aqua Aquarium, which is the same album that Barbie Girl and Dr. Jones are from. So we've got some absolute gems of 90s music to come up now. Can't wait for that. So, anyway, first song is Happy Boys and Girls. I've not heard anything from this album other than Barbie Girl and Dr. Jones. I don't think I've even heard Turn Back Time, to be quite honest. I'm so excited, guys. I can't wait for this album. And that was Happy Boys and Girls, and wow, what a start, guys. What a start. I'm looking forward to this album. It was actually not as bad as I expected. It wasn't as cheesy as expected. It was still very cheesy, 90s. Is it Europop? Is that the best way to describe Aqua? Just very cheesy 90s pop music, and no different. Granted, not Barbie Girl, which therefore gives it an extra point. I honestly think that was probably a 5. I actually don't think it was that bad. I thought it was okay. Next track is My Oh My, and after this one is Barbie Girl. So hopefully we get something good here. I feel like Barbie Girl is going to taint the album upon being listened to, because what else is going to surpass it? You know, it's clearly their best song. And that was My Oh My. All right. Interesting. Not. I don't think that was as good as the previous song. That was a bit boring. Surprisingly, like not that like. It wasn't that poppy, really. Maybe that's just me, but I always feel like Aqua always comes up like as this Europop kind of club beat sound. This does not fit that at all. It just kind of sounded a bit more generic, and I feel like that was to its detriment, because probably a 4. And now it's the song you've all been waiting for. It's Barbie Girl. I can't wait to listen to this one. My favorite song in it. Wow, what a great song, guys. What a great song. That was Barbie Girl. I mean, I think we all know that clearly goes in the 10 out of 10, right? That's a 10 out of 10. If I actually had to give it a serious score, I probably would give it a 3. It wasn't like horrifically bad. It's just like, Jesus Christ, this is cheesy. This is cheesy. Yeah, it's fine. It's just a cheesy pop song. Just it has aged poorly, like, so poorly. Thankfully, we don't get. I don't think we get stuff like that anymore. Really, that's kind of like a time capsule. Next is Good Morning Sunshine. I don't know why I put Sunshine. That's not how I meant to write it. It's Sunshine. And that was Good Morning Sunshine, and that was a huge surprise. that was genuinely enjoyable. I actually enjoyed that track. Seriously enjoyed that. I might actually give that a 7. It was a really nice track. The rap verse in the middle was really strange. Didn't really know what that was about. But yeah, just quite a nice sound. Just nice, good singing. Not like poppy and like heavy beats to it. It was completely different to everything else in his album so far. Completely different to everything else, which means that they can make good stuff. So next up is going straight on to Dr. Jones. I have to give it Good Morning Sunshine a 7. All right. Wow, and that was Dr. Jones, the other song I was terrified of actually listening to. Yeah, it was okay. It's Dr. Jones, isn't it? Just a classic cheesy song, another 3 out of 10 to be honest. It's not a 3, it's Dr. Jones, isn't it? Like, what do you expect? It's just another cheesy Aqua song. They're all like it. When like all their big songs are like the same vibe. They're like extremely like clubby Europop. It's so funny. And it's so dated as well. It's so good. Next up is Heat of the Night. I'm wondering, now that we're getting back off the kind of main tracks, if we're going to get more stuff like Good Morning Sunshine. And that was Heat of the Night, and that was once again, very different to anything else on the album so far. Much more of like a Latin flavour, Latina kind of like style to it. Yeah, very, very different kind of what was happening before. A lot of like acoustic guitar in the background. Like it was not anywhere near. I don't think it's as poppy, but you know, it was fine. It's not really my cup of tea, but I think it's probably a 5 out of 10. To be honest. Next up is Be a Man. You know what? This album has actually done a pretty good job of surprising me so far, and I'm gonna see if that's gonna continue. We're now entering the second half. Hopefully it continues surprising. And that was Be a Man. It was alright. It was alright. Very much a slow ballad kind of song. Completely, once again, completely different to anything else. This album is so strange. It like made everything's so different from each other. Not my cup of tea. Honestly, 4 out of 10. I could see someone else enjoying that track, but no, not for me, really. Next up is Lollipop, in brackets, Candyman. Oh man, this is gonna be a long one into the stretch here. And that was Lollipop or Candyman, and 3 out of 10. Anything that's like a Aqua like sound, that kind of, you know, I talk about the Barbie girl sound, that kind of thing. I just instantly in my head go 3 out of 10. Like it's just so like cheesy and just like, oh god, have I got to listen to this? Lollipop Candyman, 100% in that category. I don't remember that song though. Could be wrong. There could be people who have heard that a lot and go, I can't believe you don't know Lollipop by Aqua. But I don't. Genuinely never heard that song before. Next up is Roses Are Red Original Edition. I'm just going to put Roses Are Red. Hopefully we actually get at least one more good song here. And that was Roses Are Red, and sure enough, it's another one, guys. Another 3 out of 10. It's another Aqua classic style. Jesus Christ, we're getting a lot of these at the end. That one was actually, I genuinely didn't. I might actually give that a 2. I genuinely did not like that song at all. I thought that was really poor. Just another. It's like, why are they all back to back like this? Why are they not? You had Barbie Girl and Dr. Jones. there was a decent amount of space between them. And then all of a sudden you got Lollipop and Rose Red back to back. What is that about? Anyway, next up is Turn Back Time. And that was Turn Back Time, the second to last song of the album, and the one we actually were going in for because that was number 1 when I was born. And no, not good, not good at all. I did not enjoy that song in the slightest. It actually bored me quite a lot. I'm gonna, is it 3? I'm actually gonna go 2. I genuinely was like falling asleep during that song, which is never ever a good thing. So we're ending off on Calling You, and it's remarkable that we even had one song above a 5. I thought we actually had a decent start, but it's just collapsed utterly in the second half. Hopefully Calling You might be of worth. And that was Calling You. I don't know why Ricky Martin just played. Where the fuck did that come from? Thanks for watching, guys. That was it. That was the end of the Aqua album. Thank God for that. Wow. I mean, at least that caught up. I think Calling You was probably a 4. I think that was a lot better than the previous few tracks, but that's not saying much. Overall, probably the worst album we've covered. Probably the worst one we've done so far. It's been awful. Other than Good Morning Sunshine, nothing remotely noteworthy in the album. Obviously, there's the classic Barbie Girl and Dr. Jones in the album, but they're just for nostalgic reasons, I think, and just for like how cheesy they are. Not really any reason to listen to the album. Really unfortunate. I thought that maybe past the main singles it would be a lot better, but other than one track wasn't really worth it. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.